His mother had one dream she could never achieve herself. Years after she was gone, Liam made a promise at her grave, and what happened next left an entire town in tears. Liam grew up in a small town where life was never easy. His father worked long hours at a factory, and his mother, Sarah, worked as a cleaner in a local school. They did not have much money, but Sarah always filled their tiny home with love, hope, and encouragement. From the time Liam was a child, his mother often spoke about her biggest dream. She had always wanted to become a teacher. As a young woman, she was an excellent student. But financial problems forced her to leave school and start working to support her family. Although she never became a teacher, she never stopped loving education. Every evening, Sarah would sit beside Liam and help him with his homework. She would tell him stories about famous inventors, scientists, and leaders who changed the world through learning. Education can open doors that nothing else can, she often said. Liam listened carefully. He admired his mother more than anyone else. One day, Liam asked, "Mom, do you still wish you could be a teacher?" Sarah smiled softly. "Of course," she replied. "But life had different plans for me. Now my dream is to see you achieve yours." Liam never forgot those words. When he entered high school, things became more difficult. His father's factory closed, and money became even tighter. Liam considered quitting school and finding a job. However, Sarah refused. "No matter how hard life becomes," she said firmly, "you must continue studying to help the family." Liam worked part-time after school while continuing his education. Despite the challenges, he earned excellent grades. Then tragedy struck. Sarah became seriously ill. The family spent months visiting hospitals and doctors. One evening, while sitting beside her hospital bed, Liam held her hand. Sarah looked weak but peaceful. "Liam," she whispered, "promise me something." "Anything, Mom." "Never stop believing in yourself. Keep learning. Keep moving forward." Tears filled Liam's eyes. "I promise." A few weeks later, Sarah passed away. One rainy afternoon, Liam visited her grave. Standing there alone, he remembered her dream of becoming a teacher. At that moment, he made a decision. "I couldn't make your dream come true for you," he whispered, "but I can make it come true through me." That day changed everything. Liam returned home with a new purpose. He dedicated himself completely to his studies. Every time he felt tired, he remembered his mother's sacrifices. Every time he wanted to quit, he remembered his promise. Years passed. Through hard work, scholarships, and determination, Liam was accepted into a respected university. The day he received the acceptance letter, he visited his mother's grave again. Holding the letter in his hands, he smiled through tears. "We're one step closer, Mom." But Liam's journey was only beginning. University life was challenging. Liam worked part-time jobs to pay expenses while attending classes full-time. Many nights he studied until sunrise. There were moments when the pressure felt overwhelming. Some classmates came from wealthy families and had resources he could only dream about. Yet Liam carried something more powerful than money. He carried purpose. Whenever life became difficult, he remembered his mother's words. "Education can open doors." Those words pushed him forward. His professors quickly noticed his dedication. He became one of the top students in his program, and eventually chose education as his career path. Many people were surprised. "You could earn more money in another profession," they said. But Liam knew exactly what he wanted. He wanted to teach. Years later, graduation day finally arrived. As Liam walked across the stage to receive his degree in education, applause filled the auditorium. Everyone celebrated. But Liam's thoughts were with one person: his mother. After the ceremony, he quietly visited her grave once again. Placing his graduation cap beside the headstone, he whispered, "We did it, Mom." For the first time in years, he felt complete. Soon afterward, Liam was hired as a teacher at a local school. Standing in front of his first classroom, he felt nervous and excited. The students looked at him expectantly. At that moment, he realized something extraordinary. He wasn't just fulfilling his own dream. He was fulfilling his mother's dream. Every lesson he taught carried a piece of her legacy. Every student he encouraged reflected the kindness she had shown him. Years passed, and Liam became one of the most respected teachers in the region. Students admired him not only for his knowledge but also for his compassion. He inspired struggling children to believe in themselves, just as his mother had inspired him. One day, the town announced plans to build a new community learning center. When local leaders asked Liam to help design the project, he agreed immediately. During the opening ceremony, hundreds of residents gathered to celebrate. Then came the surprise. The mayor stepped onto the stage and revealed the center's name: the Sarah Learning Center. The crowd erupted into applause. Liam stood frozen. Tears filled his eyes. He had never expected this. The mayor smiled and said, "Sarah never became a teacher in title. But through her son and the lives she inspired, she became one in spirit." Many people in the audience were crying. Liam looked toward the sky. For a moment, he imagined his mother smiling proudly. Her dream had finally come true. Not exactly the way she had imagined, but perhaps in an even greater way. Because one woman's love, sacrifice, and belief had transformed not only her son's life, but the lives of countless others. And from that day forward, everyone who entered the Sarah Learning Center would remember a simple truth: dreams never truly die when someone chooses to carry them forward.